Okay. Okay. Oof. Last second. Or close to it. Okay, I just need to... No. I need to see... how much petty... You know, whatever. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do this anyway. Okay. We're still good. Not enough for a fireball. A blodging ogre with agility 4, you mean? Okay, well, that is... I don't think that's enough for any of the high elf star players. So, probably... I would induce a mercenary in his position. I don't know what he'll do, though. He might go for babes. Or he might go for another Apo. I think the bribe is unlikely. Maybe there is a high elf star player that's cheaper than I thought, though. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, he's going for the babe. And then if he goes for 1, he's probably going to go for 2. Because I don't think he has... Yeah, right there. Okay, then. He could have actually taken Long Stride. I don't know if Long Stride is any good, but he could have taken him. It was an option. Well, I mean, he's probably better than a lineman, so might have been a decent pickup, actually. Talented player, Eric Wolf. Yes, I suppose they are talented at taking hits. But Bomber is very good at blowing himself up. And Boomer is great at shooting people with a cannon. And I mean, let's be real. What else do I need him for? Not a whole lot. Now, against elves, the bombs are not really that great. It's too easy for the elves to intercept them. But we'll see what we can do. Excuse me. There's absolutely no bench here, so there's 2 babes though. So basically, I just need badly hurt, and I don't really care if ATL's team is injured after this, because if I beat him, he's going to be out of playoff contention. Just straight up. Having said that, I would like to get some bounties from Callisti, if possible. So we'll see what we can do with that. We will see what we can do. I just noticed he is playing... he chose defense. Which, I mean, is fair. I would have chose defense. So I can't say that I blame him. Okay, you should not be on the pitch. You should be on the pitch. You should be on the pitch. Wait. Maybe not. I mean, you should be, but... Like that? It's either that or I dump my rookie blitzer, but I don't really want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. You go over here. You go over there, actually. You go there. With this setup, you should be like that. You should be up here. Because perfect defense. Do you have any guard, actually? I mean, you have Super Dragon, but you have one guard. Yeah, I don't really care if I get perfect defense. I can still go on the LOS. I do care if there is a blitz though, so back we go. Okay. Look, I'm not saying I'm gonna try to kill Super Dragon. It's just he's not my top priority, okay? I have +1 fame. On a roll of a 1... Wait, no. I rolled a 4. He also rolled a 4. I have more fan factor. Fan factor for the win, I guess. Okay, so because I am worried about elves doing elf things, I'm gonna pick this up first. I will pile on. I mean, it's just a loner, but awesome. A good start. 1 elf gone. That's a thrower. That is not. Okay. KO. He's probably coming back later. Something I need to keep in mind. You can just stand, like, right over here. Yeah, there is no elf bench. What about you? Okay, you cannot reach there. I don't really want to foul a loner elf, line elf. You're gonna just get hit by Super Dragon no matter what. Let's see. Yeah, I think here's fine. Two removals in the first turn is definitely a good way to start off. Probably only going to get 1 block on my second turn, though. That's my expectation, at least. Hopefully I can make it a good one. I could have probably marked more elves, actually, in that regard, but, no, I'm pretty happy with this start. That guy does have leap, so he could actually double GFI to one die my runner. But he has no real follow-up if he does that. Even if he knocks the ball loose, he won't be able to follow up to grab the ball once it scatters, and I will be able to hit him in return. Still think Super Dragon's probably going to hit my Blitzer here, or my Troll Slayer, rather. He might decide to hit my Star Player here, in which case, good. That's sort of why he's there. To take hits and to foul people. That is Barrick's job. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, with that push, he's not going to blitz my Troll Slayer with Super Dragon anymore. So the blitz might find Barrick after all. Or he might just go for a Longbeard. Okay. That works too. He could try and foul my Troll Slayer. He might be doing that here. But if he does, he better hope it works, because it could cost him a lot. Oh, okay, yeah, you can do that. That's a thing. I didn't... He actually does have a blitz on their ball carrier. I didn't notice that before. Shit. Or no, he doesn't. He already used his blitz. He cannot blitz my ball carrier. Okay. We're still good. I do need to be careful, though, because he could potentially, like, steal the ball here. I mean, if I don't lose the ball on my turn 2, then I should be fine, because I'll be able to, like, cage up, like, up here or up here. But, I'm going to need to be careful on my following turn. Definitely willing to use reroll to dodge away here if I need to. I would prefer to use my Blitz and Super Dragon, but if I need to use it down here, then I will. But whether I do that depends a lot on how many elves are down here. The Blitz is actually worse with more elves. Like, if it's just this guy, then I'll probably just... Excuse me, Blitz with my other runner. But if there's another... Yeah, like, if this guy makes it down there, then I'll probably just dodge away. Okay. No, with this positioning, I need to blitz someone. Oh boy. Well... Unfortunately, I cannot hit Super Dragon. It's not happening. I can hit you. Better do it with you. Yeah, I gotta push. That was the correct call. I want to... So, here. Push is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Oh, I have sidestep. I forgot about that. Go sidestep. You can stay where you are. That guy does not have tackle, so now I can run up here. Oh, that was close. Not much I could have done about that, though. That'll do. Let's go there. You can go here, and I do want to 1 and 9 here. This cage is a little bit open, but this is relatively safe. Yeah, it's more open than I would prefer, but it's relatively safe. Okay. It's only turn 2. This feels like not turn 2. I am totally okay with that, actually. Probably won't be able to blitz you, but I can totally hit you with my Longbeard. Oh, that's a Frenzy Elf? I guess he does have dodge, but... Let's see... No sidestep. I do need to be careful that I don't let my dwarves get all spread around, though. They will be more effective if they are closer together, I think. At least to a certain extent. I don't really need to move down the field this turn, but I probably should. Just, well, I mean, they're right here. It doesn't really matter. Well, no, I probably should just so the elves can't get around me and put more elves directly in front. This guy's probably going to try to leap in as well. Yep, right there. Well, I have to admit, I certainly cannot afford to blitz Super Dragon once more. Do you have sidestep? You do. That's a little annoying. Well then. Let's see, if I do that, then I can do that. Okay. You are not going to get the chance to foul anyone, so you should stand up. You should run over here. You are useful here. You are useful here. You, that's not really great. Over here, then. Pow is nice. No sidestep here, please. But also no good follow-up either, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. That's disappointing. Not really. That doesn't really allow me to do the play that I wanted here, unfortunately. Yeah, now I have a big hole here. One of these guys has guard, right? Where this guy has guard. Can he... He probably cannot get on the ball. But one of these guys can definitely come in here and one-die me. Maybe even two-die if they knock down... Well, no, they can't, because I don't have stand firm, do I? Yeah, this is not the best. This is not the best. Stand up here, block here. If you get a pow, you can follow forward. It's still red. It's still... That gives you a one-die, not red dice, actually, because this guy's here. Unless you can knock down this guy, which, I mean... You have a one-die here. All you really need is a push. This is sketchy. This is a tricky one. And of course, I don't want to score early either, because the elves can probably counter-score on me. No, I need to score on turn 7 or 8 and remove a lot of elves while I do so. No? Oh, I see. I see. No dodge on that one. Dodge on that one. GFI. 3 2+. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would have rerolled that. I think I scatter here. Okay, casual catch. That works. I mean, he can generate 2 die on this dwarf, though. And with Frenzy at that. I did not see this play at all. Man. Alt too good. ATL, rather. Yeah, that position makes a lot of sense. Then you're gonna push. If you don't knock me down, probably here. Well, you did not knock me down. And you didn't get me all the way to the sideline either. I can get myself out of here. Probably. Yes. Yes, I think I can. Okay, that's gonna make it harder. Is it? Is it though? Actually, not really. No, that makes it easier. Okay. 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 I can work with this. That's actually a really good positioning for me as well. Okay, first thing first, I need to protect the ball. No, first things first. You should come over here. Like that. Now I should protect the ball. That's not what I wanted. That's not great. Okay. So... How am I going to do this? I'll do that, then you have guard, so that's actually fine. Where do I need you to stand? Where's the most important place for you to stand? I think right here, actually. That's fine. That's fine as well. You go there. You go there. And over there. That's a little disappointing, but Okay, you should stand up. Probably going to be doing that handoff, which is still not totally safe, mind you. Spread out like that. Take some blocks first. No. Definitely need a reroll. Okay. Ball is safer. Could have gone for the one die serve here, which was tempting, but it was more important to put the ball on someone who's harder to knock down. Which, I mean, Super Dragon does have still have a 2-die on my runner as long as an elf stands right here. But then I have sidestep, so I mean, I'm gonna go to one of these spaces, but both of these spaces are much harder for the elf to get the ball from. Whereas if I had been knocked here, there was a decent chance it would have scattered out, and then who even knows where it would have ended up. That would have been really bad. Okay, that, on the other hand, is really good. Are we going to see a reroll? Nope. Okay, well, that was not a blitz. You have guard, though. You also have guard. Yeah, I want to move forward. Let's see. This is the only guy who can really reach me here. That and also the Leaper, who is stunned. So he cannot reach me. And it is good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then that's red. Yeah, he doesn't have any blocks on me that are not red dice. Oh boy, that was shaky though. I guess that's one way to stall for a few turns. It would have been nice to score on this Longbeard, but that was just not freaking happening. Okay, that's an easy block, and... Okay, you can get a 1-die blitz from here or here now, but I don't think there are any elves that can reach there. Maybe this guy, but he just stood up. I guess the... Yeah, that's not good for a loner. Okay, I see. Then that opens the way for this guy to get around. And he can make a 1-die. Man, has Alt rolled a 1 yet? This is a little... This is getting a little bit crazy. A little bit. You do not have sidestep, neither do you. I'd like to foul you if I could. We'll see if I get the opportunity. I may not. Frankly, it's going to be hard for me to move forward at all without putting myself in danger. But we'll see what we can pull off. Okay, you are going to just stand up. You are going to stand up. You... yeah. How? Yeah. That's still a 1 die. I need you to just be not standing there. Like that better. Yeah. That's fine. Well, I was hoping. Anyway. Let's see, where do I actually want you? Let's put you over here. That's quite unfortunate. Okay, so I can just run down the field, but the elves run faster. I can't really sideline cage with this guy here. Or I could actually, I have sidestep. I don't really like that. But I think it's what I'm gonna go for. I don't think he... yeah. Yeah, I think that's the play here. I'm looking like I'm going to be scoring a turn earlier than I want to, though, which is not great. But if I don't, then I risk not being able to score at all. Like, if I stayed back here, I would probably be safe. But I would be running a high risk of not being able to run down the field in time. From this, I might be forced to score on turn 6 or 7 instead of 7 or 8. But it's much less likely that the elves will be able to stop me from scoring outright. Can I make this go? No? Well, okay then. I mean, if he can make one dodge here, then he can surf me from here. No, he can't, except sidestep. He needs elves on all three of these to surf me. I think he can probably do, like, a 4+ dodge and then a leap for a surf, I could see, but I don't think 2 4+ dodges. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, Barrick, you haven't really been able to foul, which I know is what you're here for, but you're still doing good work. Just protecting my freaking ball from these damn elves. Seriously, I don't think he has... Well, no, he has rolled a 1. I remember him using dodge a couple times. But still, he's rolled very few 1s. Yeah, like, there's tackle here. If you roll a 1, you just fall. Come on, do it! Do it! Oh, he did it! My runner is a level 2... Oh! Well, that's maybe a bad comparison. You're right. Well, level 3, because he has blodge and sidestep. Yeah, that does look kind of similar, doesn't it? Also his thick skull, I guess. And sure hands. No, he's more than just a level 2 high elf blitzer, but I can definitely see the comparison. Okay. I am in a bit of a pickle here. I honestly didn't think he'd be able to get this many elves around me. Oh, pro elf. Okay. You got me. It's still level 3 because I have sure hands, but... Okay. So I'm seeing 2 plays here. One of them is a risky play, which could end in surfing Super Dragon. And the other one is a 2+, 3+ score. I'm not really a huge fan of either, to be honest. Feel like I should probably do that. And then the rest of my guys need to handle with this situation. I'm doing like the easy things first here, just so that I can focus on this. Okay, well, that's nice. At least I have hurt some line elves. That always makes you feel a little bit better. Okay, you need to stand here, I think. Okay, this is super risky. Like, this is probably the wrong play. Oh, okay, no, that actually works quite well. It'd be better if I could foul him, gotta say. Don't think I can. Unfortunate. Them's the breaks. You do not have tackle. This is more open than I should be, but okay, 3+ dodge to have a +1 foul on Super Dragon, or just take a block on you. You have blodge, I don't. But, you know, actually, I'm better off just marking you, to be honest. Okay. I don't like that I moved backwards, either. Well, okay. Okay, the problem with pushing him out is that I needed the 4+, the 3+. I needed the Juggernaut roll in order to get a push. Plus also, I have Mighty Blow, so I had like a 40% chance to break armor on this anyway. Like, basically, it was a lot more. It would have been a lot more risky had I tried to surf him. Even though that might have been a better result. And honestly, I would have still needed to do this crap even if I had surfed him. But a -2, but a red die is also likely to leave my ball carrier vulnerable. I mean, like, you're not wrong. My odds of surfing there were not terrible, but it was still safer to do this. Let's see. That guy dodges away, then leaps here, then that can generate another 2-die on my ball carrier. With a tackle, even. And that looks like exactly what he is doing. With tackle, that'll knock me down. You have a better chance of catching it. Scatter is pretty good for me. One, two, three, four, five, six. No, he has tackled, though. And also this runner has tackled. Oh, I see what you're saying. Good question. Reroll is blown. Or no, it isn't. That's the dodge is blown, but I don't think it actually matters. Or it does matter, because this is a dodge. And I mean, getting out is also a dodge, but it's a dodge with tackle, so... I mean, you say that, but honestly, as long as I pick up this ball, I'm still in a pretty good position to score. Admittedly, that is something of a big if. Okay, I can get myself out of this situation. Start off with this. Yep, pow is good. Follow. Let's see. What are my I mean, I'm going to be picking up with Bellicula, probably. Or, actually, I say that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still far enough down the field. And it's easier to knock you free with Bellicula. It's one die, but then you need to stand up. You can move over here. I kind of want to mark someone with you, though. But what you gonna do? Doing it like that would actually let me blitz somewhere else instead. But I still need to move you, and the best way to do that is with you. Okay. Pow. Excellent. Another stun. You have tackle, so I'd actually rather take the wrestle. You can go in there. That's you need to stay where you are, unfortunately. Would have really rather got a knockdown on that one. A push there, on the other hand, would have been great. Well, the knockdown's not bad anyway. Okay, so just for reference, I have 3 people who can handle the ball who are in scoring position. This. I'd be happier if I was closer, but I don't think there are enough elves who can get in the way. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, yeah, you could do that as well, I guess. I'd probably do it with it. Well, would I do it with Frenzy Guy? He does have Blodge, but... Not Tackle. Super Dragon has Tackle. Yeah, I'd probably do this with Super Dragon. With no reroll, this is well, it's a 3+ into a 2+ into a 1 in 9. No, it's not a 1 in 9. It's the other way around. I don't know what the odds on that are. They're around 50%. But probably wants to run a couple of elves up here first. Like, this guy does not have Tackle, so take these 2 elves, put 1 here and 1 here. That doesn't quite do it. You need 3 elves, don't you? Surely not, right? Like, oh, I see. Worried about the GFI. That movement bust. Apparently it's really bad, but it doesn't matter if you roll a 6. Pushes! We're okay! Yeah, I think I'll move closer to the touchdown. Closer sounds good. Guess I could have gone here instead, but I feel like I would have been just asking for elves to surround my ball carrier. I can also just hand off to Barrack, which is I don't really like. Chances of failure in there, a little too high for my taste. But I could. It's a possibility. This guy's still free. Okay, he does actually have enough elves to make a rudimentary screen. I might be close enough that it does not matter, though. Yeah, whether or not I have the chance to surf is going to depend mostly on which elves are basing my runner, I think. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That guy also has tackle. Ha. Okay, well, if I put a guy here, then I can hit you and I can chain push you out of the way. Oh, and then you did that. Right then. Well, you're in the damn way, so... Yeah, I need you to move for sure. So let's do something about that. Pow. Sidestep. Right. Gotcha. I don't think there's any position that's really bad for me here. And I can follow. And it's the stun. Actually, had he stayed upside, had he... Does this make a chain push easier? No. In fact, I can't chain push at all now because that guy's gone. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay then. That sort of settles that one. I mean, I'd like to do this with my Troll Slayer. Just for the mighty blow, but can I afford to do that? Like, if I got them both down here, I have Juggernaut, so I would still push. Okay, I can actually afford that. Like, this is a risk I probably should not be taking. But here I am, doing it. Yep, that's fine. Badly hurt. Another elf gone. Another catcher gone at that. Okay. That's 4, 5, 6. I mean, I shouldn't do this, but... Okay. Okay, and with that, we're gonna just score. Or at least try to. I'm expecting to, you know, trip. Nope! We did it! Yay! It was super greedy. But I did it anyway. The Troll Slayer was also a little bit greedy, because I could have done that without using Frenzy. But it was okay. Yeah, no, you're not on pitch, and neither are you. Okay, so... How many elves are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the fastest movement is 8, and the leap guy is one of them. Okay, so with 8, he still needs 3 pushes. I do not have enough stand firm, so I just need to like tackle up down here. And he's gonna he's gonna try to leap over me, but I can force him to make it a leap. Like, deny the dodge chance, you know? No, you should be on the line. And so should you. Okay, now I need to fix this so I'm actually tackled up properly. That'll actually do it. Tackle, 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 tackle. Yeah, that's actually fine. Okay. Okay. He has no rerolls. He needs 3 pushes, and he will need to make, honestly, not that many 2 pluses to score. Like, it's only 3, assuming, well, 4, I suppose, including the handoff. A deep kick would be really nice here. Although I suppose he does still have, like, the freaking high elf thrower, so all those goodies, but I mean, like, still, it's more dice he has to roll. Hopefully we get a deep kick. That is not a one-turning setup. I'm pretty sure he has enough. Did I enter his Frenzy Elf? No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has enough elves. Oh no, that's still one turning. Okay, I got it. He has sidestep as well. Man. I'd be happier if I removed a little, like, one more elf, I think. I'd be a lot happier. Like, or if one more of the removals I did have was not a lineman. Like this guy right here, if he was not on the pitch, I would be so much happier. But considering the blocks I was getting, I think this is not bad. I'd be really happy if this guy was not on the pitch. Just not having to deal with the one turning. Or at least, I mean, it would still be possible, but it would be way less likely if that guy was not here. It is 8 versus 11. And I'm going to have a bomber for my drive. Although, I'm not sure that how much good he'll actually do me, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure 8 is exactly the number of... Actually, he might be able to do a one-turn with 7, but he can definitely do it with 8. I mean, you're not wrong. 8 versus 7 is pretty good. I'm not complaining about this. I'm just saying, I'd be really happy if it was 7 versus 11. Or if one of my removals was one of his catchers. If 2 of my removals, rather, because one of my removals is one of his catchers. Even at the tackle guy. Like, the ideal here would be if this guy, or this guy, or this guy, I suppose, were offside. If one of those 3 were off, that would have been an ideal first half, in addition to what I already have. Okay. Yes! Deep kick! That's a really deep kick. That makes it a lot harder to one turn because he needs like maybe a 4+ to do that throw. I mean, he does have a reroll, so it's 75%, but it's extra dice he wouldn't have otherwise needed to roll. Is this right? I don't think this is set up right. I guess with sidestep, though, it still works. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, this is still fine for him. That would have not worked without sidestep though. I like it that he's doing the pushes first though, because it's so that the catch is easier. But he has agility 5 anyway, so it would have been a 4+ either way, or a 2+ either way on the catch. And now it's going to be just further away, so the throw will be harder, which is good. A harder throw is good. And just need to move a dude here. Then you can make your last push. That's a little unfortunate. POW is ideal for him. It means he needs to make one less dodge. The tackle zone does not matter for catching. He should have pushed here, though, because that would have been a slightly easier throw. Or maybe? I mean, it would have had a chance of being easier anyway. Like, this looks like a long bomb to me. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. It does add more dice, but it makes the dice he needs to roll less. He got a 4, which is what he needed. Okay, 2+2+2+ to score. He can even make it so he has dodge on the last die roll. Man, fucking elves. He failed! Yes! Oh! Let's see if he comes back now. He does. I mean, 2 babes, so... Okay, no, the other one. And, you should be on the pitch. And you should not be. You probably shouldn't be either. You go there. Let's put you over here. Yeah, that's... I think the other way, actually. Or... no. Like this? Not quite. Like this. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, so you may be saying the bash game is inherently easier. I say that that is not really true. For a few different reasons. In the case of dwarves, because they have cripplingly low movement rate and also no claw. You might have a stronger argument for some other bash teams, but dwarves have like, I mean, they're good early on because they have a lot of skills, but they genuinely have a lot of points to them that makes them harder to play. Now, as for what's going on in the pitch, let's see. I probably cannot stop him from scoring, so it's probably better for me to try to force an early score. With that in mind, how do I want to do this with in terms of how much risk am I willing to take? Like, if I need to not lose this game, I am probably fine with a... Wait, how badly did Wave win? I'm not sure if I'm fine with a draw or not anymore, actually. Because Wave might have beaten my tiebreaker with his win against Test Trail. Damn, I really wish Wave had lost his game. Okay, I got an extra reroll. That's nice. That is a super deep kick. Mixed feelings about that one. I think a shallow kick would have been better for me. Okay, only gonna have one block? Probably. Honestly? Let's see. Yeah, if I had built a Claw Palm team, I would probably go with Nurgle. Because, well, a few different reasons. Because they're better at fouling than Chaos. Because they have regeneration, which is better than Apo in terms of pure team perseverance. And because they have enough strength players that it doesn't matter that the Rotters don't have strength on normals. Okay, well, I should probably hit you. But I think I'm gonna hit you. You're a lineman. Yep, that's fine. You're just gonna run straight down there. You can go there. You can go there. Wait, this is not who I'm intended to do this with. Well, whatever. It works, I guess. Whoops. I was not paying very good attention there, it seems. I think I will have you stay back here as a safety. Maybe here. You can go stand here. Maybe... I mean, Super Dragon's just gonna hit you if you stand there. That might be okay, though. Yeah, I think that's actually okay. Now, where I'm actually comfortable, I am comfortable throwing this right here. Okay then. Well done, Bomber. Well done, Boomer. You've done your typical job. Because the thing is, I don't want to throw it where the elves can perceive it, because I don't mind it scattering, but it is really bad for me if the bomb gets caught and then thrown back at me. Because the elves will actually send it wherever the hell they aim for. So yeah, I need to be really careful about that. I guess I have AV8. So. Guard is good against everyone, though. So I'm not sure that I agree with that, with stand firm first, myself. Although, maybe. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Let's see, what's he doing? He's gonna want to be careful of where he moves his thrower, because I have this guy right here. Probably he's gonna... He might just pass it to this catcher right here. I could see that happening. Now Super Dragon is a scoring threat, which is a little annoying, because he's a little trickier to take down. Yep, that's what I thought. Sixes. Of course. Like, stand firm is actually really good, but you need other skills for stand firm to do the most. Okay, so I can hit this guy with my Troll Slayer. That's an easy blitz. Now it's not so easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's still a 1 die, which is not really ideal. But it's something. And honestly, if he does score quickly, that's not the end of the world for me. I can also just hit this guy out of the way, and then I have a block from the top. finally! He failed to dodge. You can reach there, but you have tackle. But that is a GFI. Tough choice. Tackle is more likely to bring him down, I think. Tackle with 2 or... he has sidestep, so yes, tackle is the better choice. That's one GFI. And that's a GFI. Got it! That reroll was a little bit scary. Oh, that is terrific! Yes! I'm fine with badly hurt. The leaper, the Agi 5 leaper is injured. That might even be the Apo. No Apo. Bad scatter. I can't reach the ball there, like, at all. So, still a decent chance he'll score. Unfortunately. I think you should, wait. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, hey! Well, I killed a loner. Great. I mean, that is actually really good. It's another elf on the bench. I'll go over here anyway. And we'll do that. And I actually like you where you are, sort of. Is there... I mean, if I go, like, here... You do have guard. That would give you a potential 2-dot, but you're not going to blitz here. Can you... And you can't really do anything helpful down here. I guess if you ran here and someone managed to... How many elves are even down here? 3. Yeah, we'll do this. Of course, this is a 2+2+ for alt to score, but then that will give me 6 turns to score myself, with him being 5 players down. He actually did go for that blitz. Oh, wow! That was unexpected! Well, I mean, I'm surfing this guy. If you go here... Okay, I was worried there. I don't have the reroll to pick up the ball anymore, though. That's a little unfortunate. Right, well, we'll try it. Nope. You know what? I was going to foul the elf after I picked up the ball. I just didn't do the pick up part, as it turns out. I mean, honestly, if he's going to do that, he may as well do the extra GFI to blitz my blitzer and surf him. Yep, right like that. Yes! Failed it! Has a reroll, may as well use it. Still no armor break, though. Okay, well, I'm gonna surf an elf first. Then I'm gonna pick this up. I said I'm gonna pick it up. Okay. Would have been really bad had I failed that again. And I have not blitzed, so... Excellent. I think a +4 is enough. Let's do that first, though. Guy that hurt is fine. Oh, hey, I leveled up. Cool. You can go stand there. And you can foul Super Dragon. You know, I'm actually okay with that. There are 3 elves left in the pitch. Okay then. And I think this is actually the dwarf I want to score with as well. Yep, you are the one who needs SPP, for sure. You can just go stand there. You can go stand over here. You can stand over there. I think I'll leave this as is. Not going to foul it this turn. If only for lack of good foulers. I mean, well... No. I'm not going to foul this turn just because I need to keep the elves contained, basically. This is safer. That feels kind of boring. But I don't really want to murder Super Dragon anyway. I mean, I do, but I don't actually get anything for killing him at this point. So I don't feel like I really want to go out of my way to kill him. Like, if I have a good foul on him, I'll still take it, but I'm not going to foul him just for the sake of fouling him. Speaking of, these are like all badly hurts, right? I mean, I killed the loner, but who cares? Badly hurt. Well, no, there's no way there's a bounty on this guy. Oh, that's, Ha! I guess he got out. This is an armor bust. This might be a bounty. Okay then, well... I mean, let's put it this way. If he keeps pulling shit like this, I'm much more likely to foul him. That won't do, unfortunately. Neither will that. Yeah, that's actually okay. That's not. Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I blame him. I would do the same thing in his position, so... right there. As it turns out, it's pretty hard to knock down a Strength 5 Blodge player. At least he doesn't have sidestep. But yeah, this guy is an armor bust. I'm gonna need to check with him if he fires this guy, because there's probably a bounty on this capture. And with the Steam sale probably starting tomorrow, I could really use that extra bounty from Callisti. Huh. Good thing he doesn't have tackle. Okay then. Oh, wait, no, that's not my guy with dodge. Right. Well, I guess I'm not scoring with you after all. I mean, that's my own fault, really. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 5. I could still score with you, but it's a lot easier to just use my runner at this point. Okay then. Well, you're still not getting SPP, Whistler. You screwed it up. I could try to hand off to Fairweather, though. I don't actually need to score a game. Maybe we'll try that. We'll see how it goes. I mean, yeah, no, I realize I completely gave that to him. That block, that is. If I pat... Yeah, okay. You have Mighty Blow. Better still, you have Tackle. But I don't have Stand Firm over here. Finally! Okay. Let's try this. Nope. Okay. It was worth a shot. Just, okay. It is impossible for Alt to score. I'll just run it in with Bellicula then. As long as I don't 1-9 it, I suppose. Would have been nice to score with Fairweather, but it's not essential. He doesn't really need to the level up anyway. I mean, I would actually like to score to pad my stats. So I will probably not block against Super Drake in a game. He just requires too much commitment. Might hit the Blitzer, though. Yeah, I can get 3 dice on him, so I will hit the Blitzer. Because why not, really? Okay, you go stand there. And you stand there. And you stand there. And you go there. And that should be 3 dice. Yep. Got it in 1 anyway. Nope. Oh well. Okay, I'm definitely ahead of Wave in the tiebreaker again. Awesome, lots of money. No fan factor. Boomer got MVP, which I'm actually pretty happy about. Like, I would have preferred MVP on a Troll Slayer or Blitzer, but this is honestly better than getting it on about half of my team because I don't want my TV to go up too much. I believe I'm at either 10 or 11. I should be the highest in the division. Although, mind you, having said that, most of the division hasn't played their games yet. So there's that. Let's just see. 19 armor breaks, 56 blocks, 32. That's actually a lot for elves. Lots of SPP, which is great.